button. This one is we're off and running, sort of. The show has started. That's what I mean by that. And by what show? You know, just sportsing around on the sports show with Cody Mack. That's me. That's my name. And we're here live on a Wednesday, chilly Wednesday, sunny, depending on where you are. When I look outside, it's sunny. So to me, it's sunny and 45. To you, it might be snowing. Because some places it's got snow. Good God. And those places might be watching on QSportsTalk.com if you're a little out of the range of the radio of 97.7 and 100.1 ESPN radio. But again, Q Sports Talk, you can look at me right there on Twitch. Look at my face. Look at all of our faces. And unfortunately, Paulie's face too. I know. All right. Well, I got all sorts of stuff. We got all sorts of stuff we can get to if you would like. I'm going to try to take your mind off of some of you guys going nuts over a victory. You won. Your basketball team won. But you guys, the 2-point victory is not enough over Colgate, although in my house we're a Crest house. So I did my part yesterday. The amount of people that have not understood that joke, that I'm clearly making toothpaste jokes about Colgate, is asinine to me, which although might be a good thing. Maybe we're all Crest people around here. But yeah, that was a rough one. I was watching it on my phone. I kept doing the OK Google thing and then saying, give me the update. And then it'd pop up and I'd be like, no, it's not Google, you idiot. That's not the update. They're not it. Oh, it is. Oh boy. Okay. They're only up by. All right. It is the right score. Okay. We can talk about it if you want, but you've been talking about it a bunch, and I'm sure you'll talk about it for the rest of the day with 3 and 5. Brian Higgins will be up there in a little while, and you can talk to him about it as well, as he'll have all the reactions. You heard Red Autry going buck wild earlier about the defense and stuff like that. And if you missed us on the morning show on K-Rock a couple mornings ago, Red Autry, you learned, is in our top CNY balds. We did starting 5 top CNY balds, Red Autry and Fran, both in our top CNY balds. So just, maybe we'll do a top CNY starting 5 balds later if you want. Just know that it's already filled out and we did it. I don't know if you can crack the starting 5 of top CNY balds. But okay, so I figured what we can do to get your guys' mind off of the things, because some of you guys are nuts. Did we have? I don't know. Maybe Bayheim. You never know, Minnesota, Dan. We can discuss that later. I was thinking, what can I do to get that off of Syracuse fans' minds? And I know, and it's doing a bunch of Cowboy hate, because I cannot believe the shambles that this team is in. We'll do a bunch of other NFL stuff as well, and I have college football playoff reaction stuff. But yes, first, I can't believe it. On Sunday, Cowboys, Eagles dismantled the Cowboys. Yes, I did not expect that to be even close to a game at all. But man, 6 points is not good. That's not nearly enough. It's not even enough if you're a baseball team anymore. But the Cowboys are out there putting them up on the scoreboard. And they would have more points. You all know about the game. We don't need to discuss so much of the game other than this. They would have had more points if not CeeDee Lamb dropping a pass in the end zone. You can't even call it a drop. He didn't even see it, but he was wide open. Right here, and a quote, couldn't see the ball. Couldn't see the ball at all. The sun. So, he's a 100% in favor of curtains at the Dallas Stadium, as are most every single other fan, player, coach in the world. The thing about Jerry's World and AT&T Stadium, and if anybody's heard about this sun glare that's there, they can put blockers up. They block those windows for almost every other event. Concerts, there's curtains. Keith Urban, curtains. Monster Jam, curtains. Political rallies, curtains. Dallas Cowboys season, curtains. Get it? Because they're bad. Get it? But no curtains for their season because Jerry won't put them up. And what does Jerry say? Well, let's tear the damn stadium down and build another one. Are you kidding me? No. And then he goes on to say, by the way, we know where the sun is going to be when we decide the coin flip or not. No. No, but Jerry, that's not the point. Everybody's got the same thing. Every team that comes in here has the same issues. No, they don't, Jerry. No, they don't. Stupid idiot. They all plan for it. And they don't run plays directly to the sun. They don't have a team that has... they're so stupid. He's so old. What am I going to do? Build and tear down a stadium? Just put up curtains that you already own, Jerry. Oh, God, you're just an old, stupid idiot. And then, of course, before we even get to the crazier part of the week, where now our star player is going buck wild on our coach, Stephen A., of course, has some opinions about Jerry, but he acts like Mad Dog, the crazy guy on ESPN, when he's giving those opinions about Jerry. It's funny.
Did you see the news? Did you see the news? Did you see Jerry Jones and what he had to say? Did you hear what Jerry Jones had to say about creating the sun, the bright lights, not the bright lights, I'm sorry, the sun, actually Mother Nature, the actual sun, creating a home field advantage for the Dallas Cowboys? Did you see that Jerry Jones said that when CeeDee Lamb couldn't catch a pass because he lost the ball in the sun because he said he was completely blind, he didn't see anything? Jerry Jones said, I'm sorry, I don't want to hear what my wide receiver that I just paid $136 million to, by the way, I don't want to hear what he has to say. The sun creates home field advantage. What's the matter with you, Jerry? Doesn't make any sense. Are you making
I was just doing
sense? Have you seen your team, Jerry? Have you seen it? I don't even know what I want to say right now. The fact of the matter is you can't run the football. You can't defend against the run. Okay, you can't even put a team together. You had all off season to get a roster together, but you didn't do it, Jerry. You didn't do it. I don't know what to say. Now, you might feel like, hey, I might be wrong, but I'm not. Have you seen him play? Have you seen them play? They can't get it together to save their life, okay? So, the bottom line is, Jerry, zip it. Nobody wants to hear from you. You should have retired. You should have sold the team. You should have had a different president. You should have had a different GM. You should have a different quarterback. Oh, we have to deal with this nonsense. You understand? You need to go. That's point number one. How do you all feel about that? Real quickly. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
How are you gonna take this from Mad Dog? That's what I'm mad about.
Or me, I do that. Mad Dog's way older. Maybe I'm doing a Mad Dog impression all these years. But right? No, you can't say all those things, Jerry, after you've just given a guy $100-some-odd million. It's insane. I don't know what to do because it just gets worse for the Cowboys. And I'm a Cowboys fan. I know we're doing all this Cowboys hate, but I like talking about it, and I know you guys like hearing Cowboys vileness. Because if they were winning, I wouldn't have anything to talk about. Even I wouldn't want to be up here being like, you see Dak throw for 350 yards against the Eagles. Dak, and then Zeke looks to be old Zeke of old. No, that's boring. This is funny. They're a circus, and I root for a circus. What do? Do you, when you go to, let's see, I have a boring-ass petting zoo. Yes, successful. You can pet the animals all nice. Look, there's a pony. Oh, good, there's a pony. Or you go to a crazy-ass Barnum and Bailey circus. There's an elephant balancing a tiger on his ass. I'm going to that one, right? There's monkeys throwing shooting stars into the crowd. You're going to that one, and that's what I'm going to because it just gets crazier. Micah Parsons is probably the best defensive player I've seen in forever, and even though they lost the game on Sunday, he was still a beast running around out there, man. And what's funny is that they asked him about whether or not Mike McCarthy, the lame duck head coach, would be coaching after this year. And he said that's above my pay grade if Mike's coach again next year. All coaching aside, Mike can leave and go wherever he wants to. Yeah, he's not done. Guys, I kind of feel bad for as guys like Zach Martin and guys who might be on their last year on their way out, because that's who I wanted to hold the trophy for. You want to win games and do great things with those type of legends who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did. So those are the kind of guys that I have sympathy for. So he says Mike can go and coach wherever he wants. And then he says these guys have done more than Mike McCarthy has ever done. First of all, no. Nobody, last I checked, Dallas has not won a Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy has. As much as I don't like Mike McCarthy, that's kind of stupid. And then again, that's your coach, dumbass. You're only creating issues, and I want them to re-sign him, but the more he does this, they're going to end up having to trade him for like 3 first-round draft picks, which would be neat, but none of them are going to be Micah Parsons, and it's just gotten crazier where then McCarthy comes out and says we need to keep it at football. They've talked after the game and after these things came out and these comments came out, and they handled it like men, McCarthy said. And then Micah comes back out and says he tries to backtrack a little, even though we already heard what she said. And it's like, no, like I said, he's one of the winningest coaches of all time, blah, blah, blah. No, you said, but he's never done anything. So, I mean, the circus just continues with the Cowboys as Stephen A. Smith is got opinions. You're shocked.
I know Micah Parsons shouldn't have done that. I know that. But in the same breath, we ain't going to ask ourselves why. We just going to sit up there and just look at his words and just take it on face value and just act like this dude that had missed the previous 4 games just going to come out of his mouth his first game back and going to really just disrespect the coach like that. Isn't it an indication of something else that's going on that's eroding before our very eyes in Big D, even though you're playing Arlington, in Big D? Isn't it possible that you got cats on that squad that's annoyed with him? Because he said what needed to be said and wanted what he wanted and got what he got. And ultimately, that also contributed to the demise of a situation that we're witnessing transpire before our very, very eyes. Is that not possible? But I can sit up there and look at Mike McCarthy, and I can go like this. There's reasons that these, but they ain't call out Wade Phillips. They ain't call out Jason Garrett. Think about this. Well, they ain't call out. No, Michael Parsons wasn't there when Wade Phillips was there. I'm just simply saying to you, you look at the situation in Dallas. Why would Micah Parsons, we don't get to ask why he will all of a sudden do something he has never done?
Can you clarify something for me, though?
Sure.
Because it sounds like you're saying he shouldn't have done it. What he did was okay.
It sounds like, okay, fair question. My answer to that would be this. It's not okay. It's not okay. But do we know his rationale behind going that far? Because it's not ordinary for him. It's not something he would do. See, when somebody does something they would never, ever do, you got to ask yourself why. If all of a sudden I come out and I go ballistic and I don't give a damn about authority, I don't give a damn about rules and regulations, and I just say bump it, and I go ballistic, there's nothing inside of you that will go like this. Whoa. Why would Stephen A. do that?
Sure,
That's
there's something underlying.
That's not something he does.
Yeah, but Stephen,
and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a weird situation because I like Micah Parsons a bajillion times more than McCarthy, and I want McCarthy gone now. But he's not gone, so all this is doing is making it seem like Micah Parsons is going to be the one that goes. I know McCarthy's going to go too, but you know what I mean? If you're going to be living in a house and then you're peeing in your house because you don't like the dog that's in the house, once the dog leaves, you've still peed in the house a bunch. Why would you want to stay there? Top analogies. Shannon Sharp, what's up, bro? I wish I was talking to Shannon Sharp.
Everybody, we want to win. Everybody wants to win this. And for him to keep saying, see, what got him in trouble, guys, was that last part, Fox, when he said that Zach Martin has done more than Mike McCarthy ever has. Well, what are we supposed to do with that? And then he hides behind, the media trying to get clicks. The media trying to get likes. Bro, you said that. And if you're going to be in this business, Mike, and I think you have a great chance. Once you're done, you're going to be in this. You're going to say some things, but you're going to have to stand on it. You man enough to say it, be man enough to own it. Be man enough to stand on it, and don't go running and hide behind the media, because there are a lot of people out there that distrust the media. But this was not a media creation. You said what you said because you were frustrated, and it doesn't matter to me. I don't care why you said it. It's that you said it, and now you won't own it, and you want to run behind and hide behind the media. That's cowardice, bro. That's real cowardice.
No, I agree with Shannon Sharp, because, again, just stand behind him. You're like, yeah, screw Mike McCarthy. He sucks. He should be gone. He's going to be gone anyway, and you're going to be there and be an all-NFL guy. So, I mean, it's just such a crazy situation, and I don't know how the Cowboys fix it, but I think I have an idea of how and where they can start. That's called the radio tease. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. It's the Sports Show. Cody Mack.
Join News Channel 9 Stephen Fonte and 24/7 Sports Mike McAllister on the Quad 1 hour before all Syracuse football home games for the RomanoCars.com pregame show. We are the pulse of the orange. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1.
What if someone could maintain and repair your European vehicle, such as Mini Cooper, Land Rover, BMW, Audi, VW, Mercedes, Volvo, Porsche, Jaguar, Aston Martin, and Lotus? Upstate Imports can. From routine maintenance to major repairs, they guarantee all the work performed. For speedy, reliable work, visit one of their locations, Route 48 in Baldwinsville or Erie Boulevard in Syracuse. Trust the pros at Upstate Imports. For a location near you, visit upstateimports.com.
Right?
Hi, Christy.
Well,
Ready
God's
to run
mad
out to my
because
favorite gourmet chocolate
we don't have
store?
the hole in the top of the
Michelle, if you
stadium
mean
so he can watch
everyone's
anymore.
favorite gourmet chocolate store.
Yep, gotcha. Commercials. I remember I caught it that time. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Go Parley. Hey, don't even. Don't do that. Get out of here. Calling me Parley. Hey. Ooh. Dan, 6'6", bro. 6'6". No, I see. I'm not bald and beautiful. It's the bald top, whatever. It's Josh, Gomez, Fran, Red, and Jim. Yeah, I think Boeheim was in it because we had to create the position for K-Rock Josh to be top CNY bald because he didn't get sexiest man alive. See? Jim is center. Red is power forward. Josh is small forward. Fran is shooting guard. Gomez is point. Got to have Gomez running point. I think, right? No, Dan, I'm actually very short. I'm the same size as Paulie. I'm just wider, so you can't really tell. I'm adult size wide, where Paulie is more like 10-year-old boy size wide. Hello. Oh, see? How tall are you? Oh no, you got tall things on. I don't think you can see your head. You're that tall.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I think we need to come this way.
I can't see it now, so I don't know. They might only just be able to see my hand waving at you. See? I'm tiny little fella. I'm tiny little fella. we're getting ready to go here. And Pastor Tim, I don't think anybody with the name Pastor should be one trying to fire off jokes, or else. Why am I turning you on with looking short and little like a? See what I'm saying?
She said he's so sweet, I wanna lick the rapper.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
And she licks me like a lollipop, like a lollipop. Shorty want.
Oh, yeah. Sports Show, Cody Mack, ESPN Radio, 97.7 and 100.1 telephones. Telephone, 315-437-7644. That's where you can talk to me. Or on QSportsTalk.com, that's Twitch. I'm on there as well, and you can just go on there and say, oh, hey. Like, let's see here. I'm going to bring that back up. Minnesota Dan, hello. Pastor Tim, hello. Garrett Josh, hello. Because now it's just regular Katie, because you're not at the mega desk. Hello. Hey guys, how you doing over there, Susan? Hello. See, we're having fun over here at Q Sports Talk, picking on the Cowboys, making fun of the Cowboys, doing all of that stuff. Just giving you a little tiny break, mellowing you out a little bit. Got to take a cool-off period. You guys were getting hot over Q's basketball, winning a game. You won. You did it. You won a game. But you can get back to the Angries in just a little while. Or now, if you want, again, 315-437-7644. I'll let you have at it. Go ahead. Look, I'll press the button right now. No, there's no one there. It would just be not a fun noise. So, okie dokie. Let's get back to some stuff. We were talking just a little while ago about the Cowboys and making fun of them because it's just an ish show right now in Dallas, man. Jerry Jones wants to know if, well, you want me to take care of the sun? Want me to tear down the stadium, put up a whole brand new one? Nope. Just the curtains that you already have, old man. You already got them. They're right there. Just close them. Well, then how are they going to see me naked? Jerry Jones likes to walk by naked with his old man wiener, and everyone looks at him. He's like, hey, Arlington area. I'm like, Jerry. Rumors. And then Micah Parsons has now come out and basically said that he feels bad for the older guys on the team, like Zach Martin, who's done more than Mike McCarthy has ever done, even though Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl. And then he came out and was like, you guys said all that for clicks. Like, no, Micah, you did. Stand by it. That way you can come back and be our LT. I want to look back on this in like 15, 20 years and go, man, Micah Parsons ended up winning the Cowboys Super Bowls. He's not going to. You're not going to win any Super Bowls. I'm sorry. And there's ideas of how we can fix this, perhaps, being thrown around, if you will. One of them being maybe a certain time in Dallas. Needs to be a certain time in Dallas, maybe prime time.
Deion Sanders may be in play here, and I'm going to tell you, they need.
Tell me, Rex.
They need to have somebody that has the pride in that damn organization. Being a Dallas Cowboy, the pride you take in it. And by the way, Deion, everywhere he's been, has been kicking, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jackson State, they were unbelievable when he was there. He takes Colorado. Right now, they're 7-2. Nobody saw that coming. They're playing in the big, whatever the damn
Big 12,
now.
yeah.
Big 12. Like, I'm just saying that because I already know Mike McCarthy's a good football coach, and he's going to be out the door. There's no doubt about it. The whole thing's going to be blown up. But watch what happens. They need that. How are you going to get this kid back on board? He's going to have to damn respect that guy that comes in that building. You're not going to respect Deion Sanders? He's twice the player you are. All right? And you know what? I coached Deion Sanders. Great teammate.
Hike. That was just them handing me the ball off. Because why not? Why not have it be even crazier? That was Rex Ryan saying all that and talking basically directly to Micah Parsons like 2 days ago. And then Micah Parsons comes out and says Rex Ryan is jealous because he wanted to coach the Cowboys. He's butthurt, basically. Like, Micah, shut up! You just can't stop. Yeah, that guy's just jealous. But I mean, if someone said this to me about, someone else and I was one of the best players in the league, I'd be angry too.
They need that. How are you going to get this kid back on board? He's going to have to damn respect that guy that comes in that building. You're not going to respect Deion Sanders? He's twice the player you are.
Oh, because again, that's what he said. So, I mean, I would not hate having Deion on the roster at all because we were talking all the last couple weeks of how I want them to be a heap for Hunter and Tank, and that way they can draft Travis Hunter, which right now it could happen. If they could get like the third pick, you could have the younger Sanders go to the Giants or the Panthers, and then maybe Carson Beck go to whoever doesn't draft Sanders, and then sitting right there for Cowboys is Travis Hunter, and then they'll take a lineman. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I definitely would much rather have Deion Sanders as our head coach. However, Deion was asked about it.
It kills me when people say, well, you didn't pay his dues. I said, man, the man's been paying his
It's Michael Irvin talking about Deion.
Yeah, but trust me, I know it. And Tom, also, you were talking about your walk-on, your center. When I came to practice, we walked out on practice. I'm your boy. The first person you went and showed to me was that walk-on. You said, you see that right there? That's my hitter. That dude just he cranks my practices up. You know what I mean? And that's encouraging kids, encouraging athletes, and really encouraging people to be better than they really are. And can I segue with that? Because no place needs people to encourage people to be better than they really are, besides Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me restart that right here real quick, because the voice you hear interrupting Michael Irvin saying, don't start that, don't you start that, is Deion.
People to be better than they really are, besides Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I know you focus day to day. I know you're a day-to-day man. But can you think about some days?
Let me take the computer here, because you starting to talk that talk. I got to show you where I am. I love it where I am.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
I love it where I am. I love it.
You already know you're going with it.
I love it where I am.
Hey, it is beautiful up there, Ty. But it's beautiful in Dallas now. It's beautiful, Ty.
Man, you got unfinished business, man.
Oh, boy. Yeah, all those laughs you heard were everybody laughing at Cowboys fans. We're hopeful. I mean, if he was going to go to the NFL, I would imagine he goes to Dallas, right? San Francisco job ain't opening up. He played there. Atlanta job ain't opening up. He played there. Right? Huh? Talking myself into Deion Sanders and Shedora Sanders on the Cowboys with Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb. Huh? No, not. It's not going to happen. Oh, okay.
At that, can say like McCarthy's career, because I always knew it was
I didn't even play that. I had that and I didn't even play it. Whoops. I was looking for it and I had it right there. I'm an idiot. I had Micah Parsons talking. I am a stupid idiot. Oh, well. That's funny. Bow now. Nice, Pastor. Appreciate you hanging out. Washington job or Baltimore job? What for Dion? Ooh. I mean, I don't know. I don't think either of those guys are getting fired anytime soon, but I would say Baltimore just because I forgot he played at all those places, huh? But yeah, I'd say Baltimore. Baltimore over Washington, right? You clock in to work for Jesus. Oh, my allergies are rough today. My eyes are on fire. I got fire eyes. Jesus, that's the best thing I've heard. Jesus, 24/7. You damn right it is. You tell him, Tim. Oh, that's wicked funny. We did, Dan. That was good. That was a good one. I like that. You got jokes. 1 minute. He likes the black rims. They're nice. Okie dokie.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day.
Hey, there we go. What are you doing? How you guys doing? Hey there. Hi. Yeah, we're just sportsing around. Sportsing around on the Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. 315-437-7644 if you want to call on the telephone. And you can tell me things. I don't mind. NFL news, MLB news. They had some silver sluggers come out recently. Talk about that. I heard there was a basketball game last night. If any of you are still real angry, I don't mind. You can talk about that if you want. Performances or whatever. I will sit here and listen and shake my head and go, oh, yeah, yup. Because some of you were real angry. But that, I think, will have to be a job for poor Brian Higgins. He can field your anger. We are on to the second half of the Sports Show with Cody Mack. And we're just hanging out here. We're just doing a little chatting. Make sure you guys get your Lights on the Lakes tickets, by the way. lightsonlake.com, and then LOL Santa, save $5 because you only got a couple more days for that. It starts next week. First 3 days are charity days. First day goes to a charity. Second day to dogs. Third day to a charity. So that's how I remember that. So go to lightsonlake.com. Save a couple bucks. Don't be a stupid idiot, right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, more NFL stuff because I like some NFL things as we were talking Cowboys news earlier, and after the fact, I found my Micah Parsons clips. I had him saying all the things that I was saying. I couldn't find him. It was hiding right in front of my face because I put it in all capitals. So threw me for a loop. Sorry. But I'm not going to play. We already all talked about it. But what I will do is some more positive stuff. Talk about maybe some Aaron Rodgers things here just real quick because he sounds very just zen. As much as I want to hate on Aaron Rodgers and put all the blame on him, mostly is. He just sounds real chill, bro. Just wicked chill. They went down to the Cardinals hard this Sunday, man. What was it, 30-something to 7 or something like that? Cardinals weirdly looking really, really good as a football team. And I like Kyler Murray, Short King. Sup, bro? And not a lot of people putting him up against Jared Goff or Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson for MVP. But some people are, and I can see it because he's looking decent. And MVP is the most valuable player, and he is one of those. He's a most valuable player.
Kyler belonged near the top of the MVP combo.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think he deserves being a combo, and Mina said it perfectly. I think Lamar is still the front runner, but Kyler's doing similar things where it is an evolution of his game. And to the point that she was making, he does seem to be playing a lot better, and this whole team is playing a lot better. They're taking some pressure off of Kyler with players that we did not anticipate being good. Their defense is playing well. They're running the ball well. They're making it easier for Kyler, but he is elevating him to the next level. I think he had a plus 20 CPOE. Just so the expectation was that the completion percentage was going to be 70. That man had a 90 completion percentage, and his QBR is incredible in all situations. There isn't a situation right now where Kyler Murray is playing poorly. He's playing well in the red zone, outside the pocket, inside the pocket, against the blitz. He's doing everything you expect of a quarterback, and it's elevating the team. And I don't know how else you define value, but when the quarterback is elevating everyone around you, and there seems to be, right now at least, there's no perfect way to attack him and make him uncomfortable, he's a far cry from where the team was putting in clauses in his contract to make sure he's watching enough film. He seems like he's watching film, and he understands how teams are attacking him, and he's playing well.
Yeah, remember that when they had to put a clause in his contract to be like, Kyler, bud, please watch film against on the Niners. We play the Niners Sunday, please. And he's like, play Madden against the Niners? No, Kyler, not. Please, Kyler, we have a game against Miami this week. Can you look at maybe the playbook? You say play Miami and Madden? No, Kyler. Oh, God. And now he's hucking tutties, bro. He's looking real good. So I don't mind talking about him for MVP. That's not bad at all. Because, again, we are not talking about some guys for MVP that may have played this weekend, like an Aaron Rodgers, who is starting to just be real quiet and hope that everyone forgets that I was the biggest douchebag of the last few years. Right, Adam Schefter?
I think everything's up in the air. Like, the season's been incredibly disappointing to everybody. Aaron looks to me like a guy, he doesn't look like he's having fun. It's not fun to lose. It's just not fun to be out there when seasons are going south like this and you're unable to string together victories and the offense isn't getting any points on the board and you're getting blown up in Arizona like that. That's not fun. So I just think that when an organization already has changed its head coach, when the GM is in the last year of his contract, when the team is not winning, you know that everything is up in the air. It's like Dallas. These teams that are having these disappointing seasons,
no more
there are going to be
Dallas.
things that happen. There are going to be changes that are made, and you just have to see how extensive they wind up being. Obviously, I think Aaron will have some say here in whether he wants to keep playing or not. But he doesn't look like he's having a lot of fun to me.
No, I don't think he is either. Oh, man. But again, that's on him. He got everything he wanted just like he always does. They focused on him. They fired coaches for him, whether he admits it or not. They brought in his guys, a Randall Cobb and an Alan Lazard. Randall Cobb, who was like, can I just go be an analyst on like SEC Network? And they were like, yeah, go be an analyst. An analyst on SEC Network. And they're like, yeah, go do that. So he's not even there anymore. And he's playing like crap. They got him Devontae Adams. Playing like crap, man. That strip sack that he took on Sunday looked rough, but he doesn't seem to mind so much, I guess you could say. He's embracing it. Oh, is he embracing the darkness again?
You got to hold on to that beautiful thing in life called hope.
Oh,
and that's
nerd.
That there's a chance. You know, we're not mathematically eliminated. There's a lot to play for. At the end of the day, you know, one thing that we can play for, whether we're 10-0 or 3-7, is pride. You know, pride in your performance, pride in the product you're putting on the field, not wanting to let your coaches down, your teammates down, the guys in the locker room, the men and women that you see every day at work. There's got to be pride in that. There's got to be pride that spurs you on Monday night when you're tired and you just had a long flight and you sit down, you watch your film, and you wake up Tuesday morning, you get after it in your preparation, you go in the facility, you take care of your body, you do your workout or whatever it might be, and then you get after it Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, make sure you're ready to go Wednesday with questions, with ideas, and hitting your coach up, making sure that you get an early look at the plans. You can come.
He's doing exactly what you want him to do, or he's fired.
A lot of times when not going your way, they want to make it about there's a big thing. It's a coach's fault or player's fault.
Oh, you do, Aaron.
Fault or Salah's fault.
You do that.
Or Hackett's fault. Whoever you want to lay blame on. But a lot of times it comes down to just doing little things. It's the little things that actually add up to the big things.
Are you reflecting, bud?
And then, on the outside world, you just see like a very easy fix, get rid of this person, get rid of that person, do this, do that. But in the end, it's a lot of times just little habits by players and preparation and coaches and the building sometimes that make a difference between 3-7 and 7-3.
And maybe that preparation is getting to know your brand new team on the Jets and wide receivers and not spending several months doing ayahuasca in a dark room. Maybe throw a couple passes to a couple of them guys. Wouldn't that be weird? It sounded like he was trying to talk about himself but didn't want to admit it because you got rid of coaches. You got rid of guys. I know the team did, but come on. Aaron Rodgers had no say in any of that. Mike Williams goes and catches the winning touchdown pass with the Steelers, but he's garbage. Well, it's because Aaron Rodgers said he's garbage. But, I mean, you gotta hang on to hope, right? Said you gotta hang on to hope. And then he gets talking about, because we're doing a quarterback club here on a Wednesday. Figured I'd name this quarterback club because I just realized talking all about quarterbacks. A guy that I really like and a guy that I think is getting a bad rap because he's coming into a situation in the NFL, like most of these young quarterbacks, a coach that is already on the hot seat, talking about Caleb Williams now of the Bears, coach on the hot seat, players that those coaches might not want, offensive coordinators some of those coaches might not want, and now we're hearing about Caleb Williams, maybe some veteran players might want him benched as they have fired their offensive coordinator this week as those same players went in and said, get rid of the offensive coordinator. So Caleb Williams is having a rough time on the Bears. Aaron Rodgers thinks that maybe they need to RELAX, perhaps, maybe, with Caleb Williams. Just maybe go easy on the guy.
How do you think the rest of the season kind of goes for him here after the change at OC and kind of getting a fresh voice in his helmet now?
Well, unfortunately, that's the nature of our league now, right? It's coaches and play callers on both sides of the ball aren't making it through a season. There's been a lot of quarterbacks who've had rough starts to their career with multiple play callers. I feel like at one point Alex Smith had, 4 different play callers for 4 years or something.
Yes, he did.
I believe in San Fran. You can fact check me on that, but I know there's a number of play callers, and there's been a lot of guys who figured it out over the years. But it doesn't make it easy on the quarterback for sure. There's just not a lot of patience anymore in the league. It's get this guy out of here. And unfortunately, what happens, and I really mean this, is a lot of it is rinse and repeat under the guise of brand new scheme, brand new approach. And that's the way the league is going too often. There's not the patience to go, listen, I believe in X, this person, this scheme, this coordinator, this player, and we're going to weather these storms because it's going to make us a mentally tough group or a mentally tough person.
Yeah.
And we're going to get behind these people. And this is, I don't care what you have to say outside the building. This is what we're going to do.
And they will then instead listen to exactly what Aaron Rodgers says and fire all of them. But no, because we're talking about Caleb Williams because I like the guy coming out of USC. Everybody hated on him because a huge reason to hate on a quarterback is because he paints his fingernails. Big reason to definitely hate somebody. But no, also he was a little arrogant. He wanted a stake in a team, whoever drafted him, that type stuff. But I think that it's a problem where, again, he's got guys around him that ownership might not want to be there, or the guys around him might not want him there. And his weapons aren't that good. He definitely needs more weapons. A lot of the rookie guys are lighting it up, or, Jaden Daniels, a couple defensive guys. Wide receivers are a little bit tougher. There's some good ones, but none of them are like Tyreek Hill esque, right? Rome Odunze will get there, but it's going to be a while. DJ Moore is old. Keenan Allen is old as balls. The tight ends, what's his name, is not nearly what he's been in the last couple of years. So are they wasting him, though? You know what I mean? It seems to happen real quick. We're talking about, throw him away, just like that. Like, are the Bears already ruining his career? Because Bryce Young of the Panthers, I think, is blown up. I don't know if he ever recovers from what the Panthers have thrown him into.
I don't know if he's a terrible coach. Right. I know he's done a terrible job. And I know that because
the Bears
literally
coach.
Everyone. I host a football show on Sundays, and I host 5 football shows a week here. And every single person who understands quarterback intricately, the Alex Smiths and the Dan Orlovskis and everyone else that I work with, every one of them says to me, they're not doing any of the right things to develop this quarterback. The offense, they have him in there running. They have him running stuff in there that guys who have been playing 10 years should run. Right. They brought him in and they gave him a playbook like he was Kirk Cousins. Right. He's a rookie coming directly out of college who had a very obvious skill set but also had some obvious flaws. Right. And what they are doing is they are accentuating the flaws.
And real quick, sorry, cut you off, Greening, but you ain't paying attention because you're a computer clip. That goes to Steve. That speaks to a bigger point as well with these guys. Yeah, they handed him a huge ass playbook. On top of the fact that in college he had to keep learning all these different playbooks because these guys bounce around now. So he's already got all this knowledge in his head. Why not cater to what Caleb Williams already knows? Instead, they give him this big, fat-ass playbook, and they're like, yeah, here, fat-ass is usually great, but not in the sense of a playbook you don't know, where he was on 2 different teams and knew at least 2 playbooks, Oklahoma and USC. Why not go back and be like, hey, what do you know? Instead, they're kind of setting him up for failure.
And they are not taking advantage of the things that he does well. This is I will say it again. When things go this badly, and if you cannot give them the benefit of the doubt, because we just went through this with Mitch Trubisky, who was drafted ahead of Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. Why? Because people thought he had incredible amounts of talent. We went through this with Justin Fields, and now we're going through it again with Caleb Williams.
And it's not getting better because they're not going to be any better this year. Not at all. All right. I had no idea what time it I'm terrible. I got to put an alarm clock in here or something for myself. I'm the worst. All right, let's come back. Or let's go away and then come back and then immediately go away again. Sound good? ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Sports and around too hard. Whoops. Oh, man. Yeah, right? Yes, right? Applies to all the players that Aaron Rodgers just chucked onto the bus all these years. For real, dude. All right, so apparently we'll have to get to this tomorrow, the other thing tomorrow. Okay. That worked out real well. Oh, man, that's wicked funny.
systematically grows your savings through strategic investment, harnessing the power of compounding. Set, save, grow. It's that simple. So dream big for retirement. Visit dollarinvestmentclub.com to begin your journey towards a brighter financial future and harness the power of compounding. Advisory services through Lee Baldwin and Company.
Oh boy, you need more water? There you go. There's your water. More like driver spillage. I almost just dumped that. Oh, dropping $1,000 on your car. Oh, no. Was it all in quarters? Because that could be heavy. Oh, get it? See what it? Never mind. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out. Okie dokie. Let's get it out of here because I don't know. Oh, we got Cozy. Man, I don't pay attention to things. Syracuse. I saw that, Sarah. No, he went to the Angels where Ron Washington is. So, and I think we have a prospect ready to go for catcher. So I like him, but I think you'll be okay with what we have. But yeah, I am sad to see him go too. But I think you'll like who we replace him with coming up in the minors there. Okay, because I don't know how to watch a clock yet for radio. I've only been doing this for going on 17 years. I'll figure it out eventually. Went a little long, didn't get to do the things I wanted to do. Some college football playoff stuff we can get to tomorrow. Also, Friday is a huge day. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, maybe a guest Friday. My first guest. Talk to somebody about it. And Josh and I from K-Rock talked about it this morning. We'll talk about that tomorrow as well. See? All sorts of stuff. I forgot all these things. I forget stuff when I get chatty on a Quarterback Club Wednesday. I like that. I should make that a thing. All right. I'm going to get out of here. The 315 with Brian Higgins is next, and then you guys can go back to being very angry about your Syracuse basketball victory? I don't. Okay. All right. Cool. We'll be back tomorrow. It's the Sports Show with Cody Mack. This is ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1.